Hello everyone, it's Heather and I'm back with another video. And this week I thought it would be fun to redraw an old piece of art. And I came upon this idea from someone recently had added my old Chel picture from 2011 to a DeviantArt group, and I looked at it and I said, this is old. this this could use an update. And I'm sure you guys probably know who Chel is. Road to El Dorado is a movie that has spawned 100 memes. I've drawn Chel a few times, and I think she's really fun to draw. If you guys haven't figured out by now, I definitely like drawing curvy ladies, and she's definitely one of them. And I thought this would be a good character to redo or revisit once again. So the old picture you can see off to the upper left corner, and it's kind of old and there's a lot of anatomical inaccuracies, and I'm not like super unhappy about the shading and everything, but I feel like I've definitely come a long way since it was done. It was over 8 years ago when I did the last one, so I thought it was time for an update. So this new one, you can see me drawing over in the middle here, and I used some reference pictures off to the side just so I had like some idea of. It's not like she's like that hard to remember what she looks like, but especially if you're doing fan art, it's always good to have a reference picture off to the side or on screen just so you know what you're doing. I kind of had like an issue with figuring out how I wanted her pose, because the original pose was leaving a bit to be desired. I think that there was just like, she's just standing there with her arms behind her back. There's really not much going on. At least she's like doing a little bit more with the new pose, so. And I made her face look a little more cheeky looking, because she is very cheeky. I do love her character a lot. I think she's very sassy and cute and cool, and she's all the things I am not. Kidding. But, a little bit. But, anyway, so she's like super fun to draw, and every time I draw her, and so I thought it would be fun to revisit her. What I do is I draw a really rough like blue line like pose sketch, just so I kind of have an idea of what the pose is gonna look like, and then after that I do a more tight sketch basically that just kind of like gets like a way better idea. That's when I do the face and like all the details and everything, because I don't really draw the face when I'm doing the pose and everything, because I mean that's less important than knowing what your character's gonna look like. And then when I got to drawing the tight sketch, I realized that her body looked kind of wonky, and I feel like her abdomen, basically, her abdominal region was way too small, like way too like short, and like there like really wasn't room for like any insides if she were a real person. So you don't want that. You want to have anatomical accuracy basically as much as you can, even when you're drawing cartoons. Draw it from real life. This is gonna be something that's gonna help you if you're trying to learn how to draw. I also use the reference pictures here for my background references, because I just wanted to keep some of the feel of the original movie into this artwork, because I like all the gold and all the big leafy plants and everything in the background. I love tropical plants. One of the main things I always like strive for is having like a lot of color in my artwork, and I feel like that's probably not something I'm really lacking in too much, but I do like having like a lot of like standout like coloring, and like having like nice plants and nice things in the background and nice aesthetics. So I think that definitely helped like using the reference pictures for this, because I think all the colors like were very complementary to each other. I think all the golds and the greens like worked really well with each other. I don't think she like clashes with the background or anything. I think she's like works with the background very well. Like all the colors work pretty well together. And I didn't do anything too crazy with the shading or anything this time. I basically did my normal Chel shading first. So sometimes I make a little slightly darker soft brush and then just add a little bit of an extra touch to the color because it makes the color stand out a little bit better, make it not seem so flat. And another thing I think to keep in mind is when you're coloring, it's good to like not automatically just choose the eyedropper tool or whatever color picker tool you're using and just pick whatever colors like directly from the picture, because it's better just to like kind of eyeball it, honestly. And this is what I did here, definitely, because the colors are going to change too when you add shading. Colors are going to change with lighting. Also, if you could see the original artwork that I did color her earrings gold for some reason. I don't even know why I did that. It's pretty obvious that they're green in the movie, so I don't know where I got gold from, other than it's the city of gold, but maybe that's what I was going for. It was about that time I was doing just a slew of different like fan arts and stuff, and I think I was just trying to get better at character drawing, but I hadn't quite gotten like the good grasp of anatomy still. So I think I went back into like doing like more figure drawings and doing more like drawing from life and using reference pictures more. And once I did that, everything really fell into place. And it's another thing people are always asking about. It's like how to find your style, and all you have to do is just learn anatomy, and it really just kind of falls into place. And there's no real secret to it, honestly. You figure out your style when you figure out how to actually accurately draw people. Thank you to my monthly patrons, Aaron Lindo, Ben Ray Human, Brandon Tinch, Colin Rambrough, Corbin Cobalt, Council of Geeks, Dark Leap Master, Hexapus Inc., Jack Mahanteni, Jesse Derona, Merrick Bennett, Story Comic, and a special thank you to my $10 patron, Steve Szerzynski. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments, like, subscribes. All these things are super helpful, and I thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone!